Hey there, everybody. It's midnight. Faye just decided to drop the Hero Rises results, and so I guess I'm doing a video on this now too. So you'll see this very soon. And then I have another video scheduled for the morning now, I guess. Because this is my life now. So you're getting like 3 videos in probably like a 14-hour period. Maybe even less. Maybe even like 10-hour period. I don't know. This is where we're at. And frankly, I want to share the other videos sooner. But this is more pressing, and therefore I will put this one out first. But if you want to see it, be sure to subscribe and click the bell and all that stuff so you'll get notified tomorrow, because I think I know who the other Valkyrie lady is next to Dagger, who we just had revealed in the trailer not but 2 hours ago. So let's talk about A Hero Rises real quick. We have our results. Keep in mind that before I go through these, I haven't actually seen them yet. I clicked on the image and made it big. Hoping for the best. We actually just talked on this during a stream not too long ago. And for best case scenario, I think what ultimately would happen is we'd have a red put in. But other than that, outside of like the random Brave Lyn, Brave Edelgard, not Brave Lyn, Brave Edelgard. Although that would be also terrible. Brave Edelgard, I don't know why. I'm not going to question. But we do have some things happening here that I can see already have changed a wee bit. Sarah's clearly the front runner. So I'm going to go through these, look at who actually is going to be in the banner, look at the top 20 overall and see if that's changed at all. And then see who's probably going up against who in the next round. So I will get my notepad ready. We're taking notes. All right, so we have Saros, who is number 1 here. That's good. Saros and Ninja Lyn, actually. 2 of the strongest units in the game right now. Pretty much just set and forget type units. They're very good. Legendary Dimitri looks like he's there. So that's exciting stuff. Freya actually broke into number 4, which is crazy. Wow. I think I see the top of Corrin's head. Yeah, okay, so there's Legendary Corrin. It looked like that said Child of Husk for a second, and then I was like, well, Corrin makes sense, because Husk, but that's not, nope. Okay, 6. So we're getting, I think Legendary Edelgard, or not Legendary? Brave Edelgard was what, 3rd or 4th initially? So she's already dropped quite a bit. I would be very surprised if she was not in the top 8. Just putting it out there. I'd be very surprised if she wasn't in the top 8. So I'm assuming she's coming up soon. All right, number 6. And then we've also got... Summer Byleth cracked into the top 8. That's exciting. I think it was Brave Dimitri and then Legendary Edelgard and Freya obviously jumped a huge amount. So that's pretty cool. So we still have Brave Edelgard. I don't know why. I'm done trying to figure that out. But we have Summer Byleth. So there is somebody in the red pool, which is exciting. I'll tell you why that's maybe not so exciting in just a second. Oh, son. Okay. Bride Micaiah made it too. Okay. That's really exciting. So that's our top 8. The top 8 looks really good. So we've got, I'm gonna take some notes real quick. So let's see. We've got Blue Saros in 1, and then we've got who was it? Ninja Lyn, who was colorless, in 2nd, and then who was it? Dimitri. Did we have Dimitri in 3rd? We did. All right. So Legendary Dimitri is 3rd, which is exciting. We don't have any dubs, so that's fun. And then Freya was in 4th. All right, I can get behind that. That's a solid top 4. The downside is, well, let me let me be a bit of a let me be a buzzkill in a second here. Corrin was in 5th, so that's fun. We had Edelgard. I don't know why she's here. In 6th, sure, that's fine, I guess. And then we had Summer Byleth, who is, of course, red. Which is nice, because now, you know, if in fact we have a semifinals that includes all colors, we'll be in good shape, but I don't know that that's going to happen. And then Bride Micaiah was an 8th, who was another colorless unit. Okay. Well, not terrible. Let's take, before I get into why that's not maybe a great situation. Oh, poor Crom. Oh, Crom was up there too. Oh, people stopped voting for Crom. Oh no. To be fair, the blue pool was pretty saturated here. So you had Legendary Dimitri, you had Legendary Crom, and you had Mythic Saros, who were all very good. Like, who are you gonna vote for? I don't know. I think maybe the voters tried to take into consideration color saturation. And color sharing on the inevitable banner that would be, but no Legendary Crom, it looks like, no Legendary Edelgard. I had said for a while the worst case scenario is that if Brave Dimitri bumps out Legendary Edelgard or Freya, and then we had 2 Brave units up there. But overall, the top 8 didn't change a whole lot. I personally voted Brave Micaiah and Summer Byleth the rest of the days, so I'm pretty pleased with how that came out. Duo Peony. I think people started sleeping on Duo Peony, but maybe they just wanted Freya more if they were toting down green units, I guess maybe. Why did Plumeria rise up? Why did you guys continue to vote for Altina? Why is she why? Why is this happening? Why did people vote for Lift so much? Like, Sigurd and Peony going up, I figured that would be the case. Why Plumeria is here, I don't know. Why Altina's there, why Lift is even higher than he was, I don't know. Maybe there's some weird voting with votes dropping off and then just shifting happening because of total votes in general. I don't know. This is weird. This is such a weird... I don't know who did these votes. But you all are nuts. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, Plumeria is good, at least. But, like, in terms of reds... Whew. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's fine, I guess. Alright, so, God. I would like to know the total results, honestly. Do we have those? Wait, do we have those? Do we have those? We don't have those. They're just sharing the top 20. Oh, dear. Okay, well, fine. Okay. So let me tell you why this is maybe not a great thing that we have going on here. So if they do what they did last year, I believe the matchups did not go top seed to bottom seed like I thought. Initially, I thought maybe they were going first place versus 8th place, second place versus 7th place in terms of the overall voting. Because while the top 8 itself doesn't matter necessarily, they're all in the voting gauntlet. They are essentially seeds. And so the seeds dictate who's going to see who in the first round and who makes it into the semifinals, which the semifinals is what makes up the actual banner itself. See where I'm going with this? So it looks like we have, based on last year, they went 1v5, 2v6, 3v7, and 4th v8. So I think that's the seeding that we're going to see. So round 1, it will probably be Saros versus Corrin, Lyn versus Edelgard. Linja team, listen. Look, I have to be Team Saros, okay? I take no revelry in that. Ninja team, don't let me down, okay? Y'all gotta crush that Brave Edelgard out of existence. All right? Do not let that get into semifinals. Dimitri against Byleth, and Freya against Micaiah. So, really, I would argue that the two, the most important matchup is legitimately going to be Lyn versus Edelgard. Okay, I can live with anybody else beating out anybody else for that. However, I got to vote my heart, and I got to go with Saros round one. But Ninja team needs to beat Edelgard. That is the long and the short of it. It has to happen. If it doesn't happen, our banner's going to be booty, and I'm not going to be happy about it. That said, I think Freya beating out Micaiah might be real nice. If Byleth can beat Legendary Dimitri, you will have a full color share. Which means not what it sounds like, because that's not what I intended. You won't have any color sharing. You'll have one unit per color on the banner. The downside is that Dimitri, who is another good unit, is going up against Byleth and has a very strong following, let's say. The downside is that if Dimitri wins, it'll be Saros and Dimitri color sharing, probably with either Lyn and Freya or Micaiah. So there's actually a chance that you just have blue and colorless on this banner, in that it is Bride Micaiah, Ninja Lyn, Legendary Dimitri, and Mythic Saros. Now, if Freya beats Micaiah and makes it into the semis, what you're going to have is 2 blues, a colorless, and a green, which is great. But ideally, and this goes back, I showed this on stream earlier today, I think your best case scenario for where the top 8 was initially was Saros, Lyn, Byleth, and Freya. That was my ideal banner, with no color sharing. You could spark for whoever you needed. Frankly, I am still a little bit triggered by the fact that Saros and Dimitri were color sharing on the last Mythic banner. So there's that. But outside of that, I think that's probably what you're going to see. So overall, it could be a very interesting banner. Like I said, I think ideally Dimitri would lose, not because he's a bad unit, but for the color share aspect. And I remember how hellish it was if you saw the 1000 orb special, me summoning for Saros, how many legendary Dimitris I got. It was not a fun color share time. It was not happy fun time for me. This banner is sparkable, but of course, if you do have color sharing, and in this case, if Dimitri won, you wouldn't have reds to pull on. The cost of your spark would go up, right? Because if you're not pulling on reds, that means the cost per circle goes up because you're not pulling every stone. So essentially, I think for the good of the banner, I think Summer Byleth beating Dimitri would be best. But ultimately, Legendary Dimitri is also really good. So there's not really a downside, I guess. The only real bad thing that could happen is if Edelgard beats Lyn. So don't let that happen. All right? Just don't let that happen. And overall, we'll have a great banner. It won't be an ideal banner if there's like weird color sharing or something like that happening. But overall, I think the top 8 is very, very good. And I'm happy with how this turned out, particularly after the interim results debuted. So there you go. That's my hot take. Like I said, new video coming out again in a few hours from now. So be sure to subscribe and ring the bell and whatnot. You won't want to miss it. It's a short but interesting one. But that is it for me right now. In the comments, let me know what you guys think about the Hero Rises event and how you think the top 8 kind of rolled through. I think it's pretty solid. I'm very surprised that both of these two got into the top 8, man. Y'all went in like a house of fire. But that's it for me right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And until then, I will catch you next time.